Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made computer software trading probability-based trading alert, technical analysis, and company philosophy, as I'm your most trusted source for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and coin updates here on YouTube and in the cryptocurrency sphere. As that's right, old Vincenzo has brought back truth and most importantly, integrity back into the trading market, right? And as we look at the last time we talked here on Bitcoin, we were just getting back over the blue fib circle at 29,862 and 9 cents. You can see that right there. What we noticed and diagnosed in our observation yesterday, and routine observation, what was noted was this rising channel that we were forming. And we said that this is a bullish continuation pattern with bearish reversal at the top. And we said if we were trying to get really bullish, what you would have to do, and this is when the price was up here, right? It would have to trade back down towards a double bottom and then try to trade back up and to form a nice base down there of a bottom, right? Get rid of that, of a bottom, and then another double bottom right here. Build some buyers up here while you're breaching the walls of the sellers up there around the blue fib circle. And then on your second pullback up, you could chink the armor enough up here and then get enough fortitude with the buyers to push over it, right? So we'll see if that does happen. But initially, you can see it did break kind of down and sideways out of that rising channel. And to me, it looks like you're coming back for a local bottom here. So we'll put a little horizontal ray there, right? To me, you're coming for that double bottom that we talked about yesterday. And if you can hold that, then you can make that run up at 29,000 and then maybe up to 30. But if you come down to 25 and break it, you're going to come down to that 20,000 targeted move out of that bear flag that we were in for several months, right? Same thing with XRP. We pumped up to the top part of the orange support zone, and now we're getting rejected. And what you would look for now is to trade back down towards that 38 cents and try to hold a double bottom and then trade back up to the 47 cents, similar to what we just looked at with Bitcoin, to try to get that fortitude to pump up to 61 cents. But it's very bearish right now with the Fed and the overall equity markets and the financials, because the criminal banksters and gangsters and the criminal gangsters that I talk about that have infiltrated the United States government, Federal Reserve, and world monetary and fiscal policies that dictate this nation. And they're manipulating the market to knock down and beat down the retail trader, right? I'm not, when I tell you there's criminal gangsters within the banksters, because they're criminal banksters and gangsters that run as politicians and get into the House, the Senate, mayors, congressmen, senators. They're all criminal gangsters for the most part, and they've infiltrated the United States government, Federal Reserve, and world banking system in order to fleece, heist, and shyst the average American and average working man, woman, and child around this world. To year over year and decade over decade, put countries into bigger and bigger debt, uh, and restricting their freedoms in order to pay back a debt that they know countries cannot pay, as a central bank and a central gangster will loan out, say, $100 trillion to a country and then say you have to pay this back to us at 10% interest, right? And they know the country will never be able to pay it back. And over time, when the loans become due and the country can't pay back said loan to the criminal banksters, they put in stipulations about new laws that they must put into their countries as far as fiscal policy, monetary policy, business, manufacturing, and all the rest of it to go under the way that these criminal banksters want to push the world and civilization. If they want to go green, if they want to use less gas, if they want to go more communist, if they want to go more socialist, if they want to go less free market and restrict freedom and access and not let you have the luxuries of convenience, right? And have nice things, air conditioning. If they don't want air conditioning, they'll start putting legislation in. The criminal banksters that hijack free countries and people and bankrupt them by debt, they put in restrictions upon what they need to do if they can't repay and what they must do. Oh, you want to manufacture in your country? Not anymore. We need to ship those manufacturing jobs over here. You owe us all this debt because you borrowed it from us. You don't have your sovereignty anymore, right? You don't have, if you don't have control of your own currency, your own money, you don't have control of anything. You have no sovereignty if you are indebted to a central gangster bankster, right? Just read the Bible. Jesus said the banksters were the problem, and the banksters and the gangsters and the criminal banksters are the ones that strung them up on the cross, right? And that's why the United States has overthrown three different times when the criminal gangster banksters tried to make a central bank gangster headquarters in the U.S. The people knew enough to overthrow it and get rid of it or stop it, right? So then they called it the Federal Reserve to make it sound like it was an independent, free reserve. Well, there is no reserve of anything, and it's just it's a headquarters for the criminal banksters in the U.S. And since the Central Federal Banksters, gangsters, in 1913 got their bank in the United States again, it's been all downhill as they took control of the United States currency and or money. It was money at the time because it was gold and silver bullion. But then they took over the United States money, turned it into currency, and ever since they took over, they've been devaluing it because now the bank or the gangsters own the money, and in order for money to get released from the gangsters, they have to loan it out to businesses, credit card companies, people, and we must pay it back to them with interest. Well, where does this interest come from, right? If everybody, there's not enough, when they loan out money and collect it at interest, there's never enough money to pay back all the interest. So it's literally impossible the way the criminal gangster banksters set up the system to ever get anybody out of debt as a country. You can only go deeper and deeper into debt and lead to deeper and deeper crises, and eventually you get you're overthrowing a free country is overthrown in a dictatorship and a communist government starts to evolve, right? It starts with socialism and then it turns into communism because the criminal gangster banksters hijack your currency, and once you don't have control of your own money, you don't have control of your own country, right? And we lost our country in 1913 when the Federal Reserve gangsters were able to come online full time, right? For the fourth time, the third time, and the last time, right? Because we overthrew the other couple of them. But that's what's going on there. You can see XLM is broke down past the 16 cents like we thought it would, and it's making its next run at that 5.5 cent blue ring and green underneath support, but it's going to go up and down. And you can see we had a couple candles in the consolidation. Then we came up to the 200 day and we're getting rejected. And now we're going to all these coins are going to start to form this double bottom. You can see sort of a mini topping pattern come out. You could come back up into here, but it looks like all these you're going to be forming these double bottoms, XLM double bottom, XRP double bottom, and can they hold? You see XRP's double bottom. I don't know. Let's delete some of this. No, we want that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. You can see XRP's double bottom is at that 33 cents wick right there, right? Ethereum, its double bottom would be at the 1703.41 cent rate there, right? Dogecoin would be down here at 0.0686, right? And then Bitcoin would be down here that we mark with the horizontal array at 25,421. That's what's going on in these coins. They're all consolidating this weekend. You pick a coin, it's consolidating down. The bigger they pump Friday, the bigger they're dumping right now, right? Because we're in a bear market. We've been in a bear market, and the bear market's only going to get stronger. And if we take a look at coin market cap real quick, coin coin market cap. You can see, let's look at the coins continue to flush all of them, every last one of them. 12%, Cardano 13%, Solana, no thank you, 15%, 43% in a week, Dogecoin 35% in the last week, 8% down, Polkadot 29% down in a week, 13% down in the day. All these Tron 15% down, Shiba 41% down, 17 on the day. Uh, DAI, it's still sitting at a dollar. Polygon, 40% and 15 today. Uniseed, the bankruptcy, 3% in a week, 1% today. 32% in a week, 36% in a week. For Chronos, near protocol, near bankruptcy, 43% and 20 today. Down, not up, all these down. down, all of them, all these market caps are still very high, and a lot of these are going to come back near zero as this bear market continues and it starts flushing out all these shyster coins that are out there. All these 16, 18,000 of these shyster coins must go. Most of these coins are not going to survive this bear market. I know that's not what a lot of you want to hear, but that's what a lot of you need to hear, as it's the truth. There's a great flush coming, and that's why old Vincenzo is nicknamed 2022 before the year even started. The year crypto nearly dies, right? Uh, on a liquidation event of the century, and you're starting to see that happen, right? And we're going to filter these by the category. Let's see how the stable coins are doing today because they had a very, very rough week. You can see Tether is slowly starting to go down and decouple. Uh, Terra USA is going to bankruptcy. Tribe 26% down. It's almost bankruptcy. You can see it's down to 0.26 when it's supposed to be a stable coin. Frax is down at 0.99. HUD's USDX is getting slaughtered. It's down to 0.78, so it is 22 cents or 22% below its stable coin 1-to-1 ratio. You can see they're collapsing. Reserve rights continues to collapse 52% in a week, 19% today. It's down to 0.004113. And if you're one of the 60 million people with your capital in there, get it out because pretty soon it's going to go to zero. It continues to go down, and you people are getting fleece heisted and shysted. And I have this emergency warning. You have to get your money out. If you're still one of these 26 million people, 26,181 and $148 in Steam dollar, get it out, or you're gonna lose it all. Rufi token, if you're one of the 14 million people there, your money's probably already down 99%, but it's going to be down 100% because all of these are decoupling, and all of these coins that you had to take XLM or Bitcoin or Ethereum to transfer over to buy these assets, you're being fleece heisted and shysted to an extreme degree now if you've been accumulating these thinking they were worth anything. Because they were just a bill of goods and a snake oil salesman, sort of like a timeshare person, selling you a bill of goods like Trevon James and the B Connect guy and all the rest of these shysters. You got to watch out for them and stay on top of it. Keep with Vincenzo, and we'll keep you up to date. Peace and love. Peace and love.